if I want to sell a small insurance to a business, the question is what's the business is. If they are import export, if there are many kind of insurance for them. For the import export, there are shipping insurance, the traveling insurance, making save their goods to travel, like securing their goods. So they if they are exporting, then from country A to country B, the goods are being secured. If something happened with the product, then there is always you can claim your insurance.
So, could you
Okay.
please start with your name and designation?
Yeah. So you as you said, I am basically belongs from Sonipat, and which is in Haryana, and currently I am working in Gurgaon in Coforge as a annuities and insurance specialist. As I'm at an analyst post there, and I've been working since 1.5 year there, and so yeah, that's the only job. That's the first job of my profile. So yeah, and besides that, I have done a couple of internships also with investment banks and some research internships.
So, Mayank, could you please tell me what's happening in the insurance sector? It's still being called as the sunrise sector. Why?
Uh, Insurance sector is a has a boom in I guess after COVID. Like before COVID, it was people were aware about the insurance sector. People were knowing what people used to have insurance, but the main boom that I can see in the insurance sector is after the COVID, which is because of the medical issues that people have, and the medical in the medical terms, and people always tries to buy the people has always a tendency that once they get what they lost, then only they will do the precaution, and they will so after the COVID period, when people are getting sick, and there is a when I see about the chart, the probability of getting more hospitalized and probability of getting more sick is higher. So because of that thing, people are more walking towards the health insurance, as well as there are a couple of things which affects in the past 6 7 years to on the insurance, as well as on the risk. Particularly, the risk of that thing increases, so the insurance sector will always grow for me. And if I you know um, specifically say about something, then it would be an risk of a cybercrime risk. I can say that a cybercrime risk is always a huge risk, which we always say that yeah, there is a cyber security we need. So right now, people are also uh, claiming the cybersecurity insurance, as well as before then people are only took to the insurance rarely. Rarely companies took the cybersecurity insurance, but right now many companies are taking initiative to do the insurance of that particular cybersecurity. And also in the health sector, as I can say that there is a highly growth in the health sector of the insurance. And there are a couple of things which I can say. Just I've written, yeah, in the infratech sector, yeah, in the infratech sector also, the companies are providing businesses with access of innovative technologies. So the technology has grown at such a pace which provides a customer a good platform. So a platform means that where I can get the all the accesses in which I am applying. Earlier, it was only the brokerage thing, that my father took an insurance from a known, and he probably told you about some things, like this is the insurance plan, not all the things, and now you got all the uh, basically all the terms and conditions in front of you, and all you can read. So that's the growth, and that's the growth of insurance sector, and that's the growth of the insurance industry.
Thank you so much. So you mentioned a very
Mhm.
interesting thing. You spoke about cybercrime risk. Could you put
Yeah.
more light on that, about insurance and that, and what should
Mhm.
businesses take care of in this aspect, and what can individuals do in this aspect? Two ways. How does this risk impact, and what can be done about
Okay.
it?
Yeah. For the if I'm talking about the for the businesses, then there is a huge risk that a business have is of the transfer of money. And recently, I was reading an article in which a bank account has been hacked, and a lot of information as well as a lot of money has been deducted from the bank account. And if the if a person or a company has an insurance of that cyber security insurance, then probably after being hacked, or after if they don't if the issue didn't get resolved, then nothing can be done, because there is a when something get hacked, there is a huge circle which cannot be sometimes be identified by the hackers or the cybersecurity team. So that leads to a loss for the business, definitely a loss for the business. So that's a main issue. And if a business might get the cybersecurity insurance, then they can claim that we got that loss, and probably something might be recovered. So that's the main issue for the that's the main thing for the business sector. And for the personal sector, uh, right now we are seeing that there is a huge graph of cyber security crime rises.
So does this include you said websites, so website insurance, right? So people, if people are using VPNs and all those things,
Mhm.
would that work for them?
uh, that includes in cyber insurance only. The if you are telling about the websites, if you are going to on the websites, that all totally includes the cyber security insurance. And the cybersecurity insurance is also divided into some drop downs. Like if you want whole insurance, or if you want only a cybersecurity of money cyber crime insurance. So it's like that. Like, and health insurance, if you know, like health insurance is also divided into sub parts. That if you only want health insurance for operational work, like operations, if you want only for surgery, and if you want a health insurance for all the things. So surgery is a less part. Then in a whole, in a big circle, we have the all round insurance. Then we have a life insurance covered with the health insurance right now. So these are the things that like kind of thing we are similarly we have a in the cyber security also. So we have a website secured, we have a VPN secured, then we have a money control.
Okay. So does it fall under the cyber security insurance?
uh yes, it definitely falls under the yeah, it definitely falls under the cyber security insurance, because sometimes the software, your company's software also got hacked. It can
Right.
be hacked by, yeah, it can be hacked by any European hacker. Or because right now we are seeing the Europeans in Europe, there is a huge circle we call the black window. In in standard terms, we call it a black window, where all the hackers got connected, and they hack your softwares, and ask you for the bitcoins, or some money, and take your data, which can be harmful, might be harmful of the because data is new money right now. Data is the new money right now. And they hack that, and they ask for money, and they ask for, that's why they're outsourcing thing. And also the business, when we when we outsource something, and when we give a number to someone, we think our data might get somewhere used. So that's why most of people are not aware of it. But yeah, currently awareness is trending. uh, no one if I am standing in a queue of a ATM machine or something, there will be some bank account bank account opening manager will be there somewhere, and please open our account, can you give me your number or something. Please don't share that, because data breach is always there, and they can ask you for anything, or they can, because they know your bank account, they know your, if they know your number, they can ask for anything. So if you don't have this insurance, and there is always a risk.
Okay, so if you had to give, like sell insurance to a small business right now, what would
Okay.
you say to them?
uh, so if I want to sell a small insurance to a business, uh, I just want to know, first of all, first the question is, what's the business is. If they are import export, if they're import export, there are many kind of insurance for them. For the import export, there are shipping insurance, the traveling insurance, and for the traveling insurance is basically for making safe their goods to travel, like securing their goods. So they, if they are exporting, then from country A to country B, the goods are being secured. If the ship if the ship drowns in the water, or something happened with the product, then there is always you can claim your insurance. And then after the product reach to a country, then the money will come, and then also you can sell your the insurance to them, as a that you can get the cybercrime insurance, that there will be a secure transaction for you, and if the transaction is not resolved, then we are here for you, then we will pay for that.
Thank you for the answer, though. Could you also speak about small businesses? So let's say if I have a jewelry business, very small
Okay.
jewelry business, does an
Mhm.
insurance make sense for me? What sort of an insurance can I get done? But I'm using
For
warehouses, for instance, to,
you are
stock.
not using warehouses, so you can you can get the insurance for your a shop. If you obviously you will be having a shop, a showroom for that, and you should get insurance for that. You should get a fire insurance for that. You should get a threat insurance for that.
Lovely. Thank you so much for interviewing me with me, Mayank. It was great.